Okay, welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something pretty intriguing, the wow factor. We're not just looking at a company name here. We're actually going to dig into their internal playbook, their guiding principles, how they define and live their culture to get these, well, extraordinary results. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, I think, is where we got this info. Our sources are a corporate video and also this really detailed internal guide, both from the company TeamSynergy. And they lay out this wow factor thing, not just as like a vague idea, but as a very systematic approach. Culture, performance, customer experience, it's all in there. So the mission for you listening is really to grasp how a company can rally its whole team around just one powerful concept. And maybe more importantly, what lessons are in there for, any organization trying to step up its game.
Right, we've set the stage. This wow factor sounds big. But how does a company take a simple phrase like that and turn it into, well, their North Star? Let's peel back that first layer. What exactly is the wow factor when TeamSynergy talks about it?
Well, they introduce it right up front as a transformative initiative. They even call it a game-changing playbook for everyone.
Okay, so definitely not just, the usual corporate buzzwords or another onboarding checklist.
No, exactly. They frame it as a powerful force that unites us all. It's positioned as something much more fundamental.
And that word, wow, you mentioned it's systematic. Does it stand for something specific?
It does, yeah. And this is pretty clever, actually. WOW is an acronym. Work, own, win.
Work, own, win.
Yeah. And it's not just catchy. It's like a brilliant way they've defined these big values through concrete actions. So for work with purpose, it means bringing skill, heart, and hustle. It gives every single employee a clear, actionable roadmap, translating big ideas into daily behaviors. That's a huge takeaway, I think, for any company trying to really embed its culture. It seriously underpins everything at TeamSynergy, their guiding principle, their culture, their values. It defines how they operate.
So it's really like baked into their DNA. Okay. But for a company to build that kind of deep culture, it needs a clear identity, right? What's the bedrock? Who is TeamSynergy fundamentally?
Right. So you might actually know them. They're the company that operates Big Bob's Flooring Outlet and Flooring America.
Ah, okay. Flooring.
Yeah, flooring. But they're quick to say, we're so much more than a flooring company. Their whole identity is built around creating trust, pride, and remarkable results.
Trust, pride, and remarkable results. Got it.
And that broader identity, it's perfectly captured by their main guiding principle, which is basically a question they ask all the time. Are we creating a culture of wow value?
Huh. So they actually ask that in meetings?
Apparently, yeah. It's meant to energize every meeting, shape decisions. It acts as a filter for everything they do. And their motto ties right in. Walk on quality, stand on trust. It's not just words on a wall, it's the foundation. And their vision, it's pretty ambitious, to set the gold standard in flooring. Basically, creating experiences that make people stop, stare, and say, wow. It's all about delivering those really standout moments.
Sounds great on paper, for sure. But how do they actually bridge that gap, between these big, powerful concepts, work, own, win, and the day-to-day reality for all their different teams? What are the practical mechanics?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And that's where their three unshakable pillars come into play. They connect directly back to those WOW values.
Okay, pillars, what are they?
So first, a clear strategic direction. Everyone knows where they're going. Second, an unwavering commitment to truth, trust, and quality. And third, a real team-first mentality.
Team first? Makes sense.
Yeah, and they see things like winning awards. They mentioned being named Best of Yuma as direct proof that this collective commitment is working. It's about continuous improvement.
Right.
So you asked how these values show up practically. Well, it means things like be dependable, communicate clearly, don't just bring problems, bring solutions, stay sharp, keep learning, and crucially, have each other's backs, unconditionally.
Unconditionally, wow.
Yeah. It's about creating a culture where everyone feels safe and supported, not just to do their job, but to really, knock it out of the park.
This all sounds incredibly well thought out, very articulate, but, for a company to truly live its values, it usually needs more than just slogans and pillars, right?
Yeah.
This is where the rubber meets the road, isn't it? How does TeamSynergy actually build this success using real systems and tools?
Exactly. And they state it pretty plainly. They believe systems equal success. They actually call their collection of resources their collective superpower.
A collective superpower? Okay, I like that.
Yeah. It's about empowering everyone to deliver those wow moments consistently. And they operationalize this with a whole range of tools, specific software platforms like RFMS, which is apparently big in the flooring industry for managing projects and inventory.
Okay, specialized stuff.
Right. But also common tools, things like Monday for workspace management, Outlook for communication. Plus, they mention comprehensive training programs. And they even have these non-negotiables, things like always having clean trucks, ensuring job sites are safe. It shows this real attention to detail across the board.
Okay, systems, tools, non-negotiables. It paints a picture of structure.
Yeah.
Building on that, you mentioned they have a personalized scorecard system. That sounds like it really brings work, own, win down to the individual.
It absolutely does. That's the goal. These scorecards, they're described as a personal launch pad for growth and success. They basically define what WOW looks like for each specific role in the company.
So it's not generic, it's tailored.
Precisely. Think of it like breaking down WOW into a personal roadmap. Each scorecard has 4 main parts.
Okay.
1, the big 5 objectives. That's what you need to achieve. 2, key metrics or KPIs. The measurable indicators, how you track progress.
Right,
The numbers. 3, critical success factors. These are the behaviors, the routines that actually drive performance. And 4, reporting responsibilities, how often you check in, reviews, that sort of thing.
Gotcha. Objectives, metrics, behaviors, reporting.
Yep. And it's all tied into what they call the WOW performance cadence. This includes regular one-on-one evaluations twice a year. They use role-specific forms, personal performance plans, PPPs. It's not just about tracking, though. It's designed to foster ongoing accountability, encouraging people to know their numbers, but also, crucially, to feel empowered to ask for help if they need it.
That ask for help part seems important.
Very. It signals it's a supportive system, not just punitive. It's meant to be transparent, help people grow, and make sure everyone understands how their work contributes to the overall WOW.
It definitely sounds like they're investing in their people, trying to create a genuinely supportive place. What else does being part of this synergy family, as they seem to call it, mean beyond the day-to-day tasks and scorecards?
Well, they highlight the tangible benefits, too. Things like awesome benefits, competitive time off, reliable paydays, comprehensive health packages, the standard stuff, but they emphasize it.
Sure, table stakes, but important.
Right. But they also really emphasize their open door policy. They make a point of saying every voice matters, every idea counts.
That's often said, but harder to actually live.
True. But framing it like that aims to create that sense of psychological safety, where people feel valued, feel heard. And that's absolutely critical for innovation, for morale, really in any kind of company.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that stands out about TeamSynergy is their diversity, right? You mentioned Flooring America, Big Bob's. They must have different teams doing different things. How do they keep everyone cohesive?
Yeah, that's a great point. They explicitly mention their different teams. The retail team, the builder team, the commercial team, and the field teams, like installers. Lots of different roles.
Okay, so quite varied.
Very. But despite all these different functions, they stress that everyone shares one goal: wow our customers and dominate the market.
One goal. Okay.
And they have something called the Synergy Standard. This is their shared commitment to excellence. Like in every single interaction, it covers how they communicate with passion, how they install pristine, taking ownership, celebrating wins together.
The Synergy Standard. It sounds like the glue holding it all together.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Right.
It reinforces this idea that wearing the Synergy name is a badge of honor. It really shows how having a strong, clearly communicated shared standard can unite really diverse teams. It turns individual effort into this collective drive for excellence.
So wrapping this up,
Yeah.
what does all this mean for you, the listener? It seems TeamSynergy's wow factor isn't just a slogan. It's a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, a holistic approach is a good way to put it.
It connects clear values, work, own, win with actual systems, scorecards, standards, and it fosters this shared commitment. It's all designed to create these, extraordinary experiences. It seems it's really about building trust, instilling pride, and getting those remarkable results. Not just inside the company, but, for their customers, their community. They talk about revolutionizing their industry, making history together. Pretty bold stuff.
It is bold. And maybe if we connect this to the bigger picture for everyone listening, it really makes you think, doesn't it? For any organization, or heck, even just for yourself as an individual, how much could you transform things, performance, culture, just by clearly defining your core values and then actually operationalizing them. Using systems, clear goals, regular feedback loops. Could that make the difference in getting people to consistently say, wow? It's definitely a powerful thought to consider.